Hello, third graders. Mr. Askelson. It is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. I'm recording this video from my home, and as you can see, our dog Einstein is here to lend a hand. We're doing things a little bit differently these days, but just because we're not coming to Nevlin doesn't mean we've stopped learning. Each of you received a matrix a couple weeks ago with activities on it for each day. There are must-dos and there are may-dos, and math is definitely a must-do. So let's go over to the whiteboard and see what we're going to be learning in math today. Come on, Einstein. Come on. Okay, third graders, over at the whiteboard, it looks for today, it says solve 89 plus 92, 394 plus 75, 846 plus 209, 1,345 plus 930. Then create your own addition word problem and have a member of your family solve it. When you're adding some larger numbers, one of the most important things to remember is your place values. There are the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. When you're lining up your digits to do your addition, you have to make sure that you put the right place values together so that when you're adding in the correct place value. When you're adding two numbers together that have the same number of digits in the number, in this case a two-digit number plus a two-digit number, you don't really have to worry quite as much about the place value. You start in the ones column, and you can add numbers going either direction. Doesn't matter which one you start with. I usually like to start with the largest one and count on from there. So I'm going to start with 7, count on 6 more. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6 plus 7 equals 13, and since 13 is made up of 1 10 and 3 ones, I can't leave the 1 down here. I have to put it over in the tens column. Now it's simple to just add 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 more is 93. 76 plus 17 equals 93. When I'm adding a 3-digit number plus a 2-digit number, that's when you have to be really careful that you watch your place values so that you always line up. The ones go in the same column, the tens go in the same column, and in this case there is a hundreds place, so that one is over here. You don't slide these over here and start from the left. You have to keep them in their correct place value and start adding on the right side in the ones place. So 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I put my 1 down there, and since 11 is made up of 1 10 and 10 ones, I slide my 1 to the tens place. I'm going to start with the 3, 4, 5, 6 goes right there, and 4 plus 0 equals 4. So 461 is my answer. The second part of your matrix says create your own addition word problem and have a family member solve it. I've got a lot of pine trees in my yard, and one of the things that I always have to do is pick up pine cones. So if I'm going to be writing an addition word problem, I try to think of something I'm familiar with or something that I kind of already have to do when I create it. So I wrote, this morning I picked up 57 pine cones. This afternoon, I picked up 179 pine cones. How many pine cones did I pick altogether? So remember your strategy. Remember the cube strategy. Circle any numbers that you see. Underline the question, which usually starts with how and goes all the way to the question mark. Box any important math words. E means to evaluate. So what am I going to do to solve this math problem? And then S is to solve. So I think you can see with this one, let's see if I can slide this down over here a little bit. I'm going to start, and you can put the number either way, but I think it's easier to put the larger number on top. 179 plus 57, keeping those place values lined up. I start in the ones column, 9 plus 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Put my 6 there. put my 110 above it. 7 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus one more is 13. And I have to put my 1 over there, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So how many pine cones did I pick all together? I picked 236 pine cones. So I hope that gives you some help in solving your math for today on this matrix, and have a good day.